Hello everyone and welcome back to my sewing room. If you're new, my name's Diane and I like to share with you the stories of the quilts that I make. It feels a little bit odd filming this video at the moment because I'm filming it on the 8th of December and the quilt that I'm about to share with you was created last week, finished last week. But it's a gift for Christmas. It's a gift for my granddaughter, and so obviously I can't show the video until Christmas has passed, and so this video will be released on the 27th of December. So with that in mind, I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate, spent time with your loved ones doing things you love. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope that you've had a lovely time over the holiday season anyway. So this quilt, now something about my granddaughter. She's she's a young woman, very modern in her outlook, and she really, I just can't emphasize the really enough, loves cats. She has 3 at the moment. And it was earlier in the summer when I saw that there was some of this fabric on sale. And I think it's called a cat stay out. So it caught my eye. And it's absolutely beautiful. The colours are all the sorts of colours that she likes. And there were cats on it, lots of different cats. This is just the small piece that's left. Excuse me, that's left now. So I wanted to make the most of this fabric. So I bought this fabric, and I'll show you that a close-up in a little while. So I bought this fabric and I stored it away thinking, oh, I'll make a quilt for her, but I hadn't thought of the design or anything. And I did think that I would try and find some nice purple to go with that. I don't have a lot of purple in my stash, and so I thought I would have a look. I thought that would bring the colours out, and then I wanted something to sort of go with the background. So I was looking, I had an eye open for that all through the year, and then I saw this. So I'll show you the right way up. You can just about make it out, I think. It's cats, more cats, and it's purple. So I thought, yes, I had those 2. And so I put them away in a drawer, and I'd left it there for a while until, I came up with the design. I had plenty of time to do this quilt, so I wasn't in a huge hurry. And then I came across the backing. I'll reveal the backing at the end because it's a bit of a joke. All I will say about the backing is raccoons. So, like I say, my granddaughter is a young, trendy woman, and sometimes she has her hair in a sort of bob, but it's a layered bob and it's black and white. It suits her. She looks absolutely stunning with it. And I said to her one day, well, I really like that hairstyle. It suits you. She said, it's called raccoons, black and white. And I thought, when I saw that fabric, I've just got to get that fabric and I'll put it on the back. And she'll change her hair, obviously, with the fashion or with her taste and whatever. But it's a sort of reminder, so you'll see that towards the end. So I had these 2 pieces of fabric, and then I looked when one day I just decided, right, I'm going to make that quilt, and I had an idea of doing some friendship stars in the centre with some squares on the outside, alternate light and dark squares, a simple design. But because I wanted to fussy cut these cats, I wanted to try and get the biggest triangle that I could. Now, this is the largest. You can see I've got tape on that I've used for other projects that I use all the time. So this is the largest ruler I've got, 5.5 inches wide. And so I thought, if I cut a 5.5 inch square of fabric, put 2 right sides together, sew around the edges, cut the corners off, snip on the diagonal, that will give me 4 triangles. I didn't know what size those triangles would be, so I just made one to have a look and see what sort of size. I think they finished at about, it was over 4, was it 4? Around about 4, I think, can't remember, but bigger than my usual 3-inch half square triangles. And so whatever size that was, I then fussy cut all these cat shapes, the ones that I wanted. I worked out how many I'd like to go across, and then I fussy cut the cats out, and then I just started making the half square triangles. So a very, very simple design. I haven't got a design for it because, you know, like I say, it's quite a simple idea, repeated blocks. So I will show you the fabric selections now, and where possible the make of the fabric. I did audition a couple of fabrics, other purples, and I went with this beautiful tealy colour with a gold in, Robert Kaufman. And so I'll show you the fabric selection now. So I just decided to use the 2 purples. The paler lilac-y purple was a little bit too pale with the other ones. They dominated, sort of got lost. Looked a little bit dirty, in fact, against these beautiful bright colours. They needed to have a bit of depth to them to carry it. And so I decided on the 2 purples, the goldy teal and this. So just 4 fabrics, and then I set to, and I will now play the video of how this quilt came together. Before I do that, I'll just mention how I create these videos. As I'm constructing the blocks or cutting the pieces, I take an image and I record them on my phone, or I put them on the design wall and I take an image. Depending on the time that I'm working and the light that's available, sometimes you have a better light in here than others. It's not a great video studio, my sewing room. I haven't really got room for a big light. It's tiny. I haven't got space for commercial lighting to brighten up the place. So you'll see sometimes the shadows come in and out. And this quilt was the biggest quilt that I've made, and I ran out of room on the design wall, so at the end you'll see that I laid it all out on our lounge floor on the carpet in there. And so I will now show you the video coming together of this quilt. So that was the quilt made, and I really liked it. It's really soft. It's quite heavy. and that's before I'm quilting it and putting the backing on. So the backing, like I say, this back, it's not to everyone's taste. I understand that, but it just suits her, and so this is the backing that I used. And then I just completed the quilting by doing the regular crosshatch that I use. I sew on my domestic sewing machine, and to be honest, it was a bit of a struggle trying to get it through the small mouth of this machine, small neck, and it was we got there in the end, but I had to do it in small amounts. So I will show you the finished quilt. And so that is the quilt finished. I don't know if it's been well received at this point. I'm sure it will be, because it is all the things that she likes, the colours she likes, and like I say, she really loves cats, and she's got lots of room in her house to store it away if she's not using it, but I think she will like it. I hope she does. I'll let you know if she doesn't. But she's so polite, she'll probably say she does even if she doesn't. But anyway, so that's the quilt for this week. Like I say, Christmas hasn't arrived yet in the world, but it will be over by the time that this is out, and we'll be looking forward to the new year. So whatever you're doing, if you are still with me, I thank you for your company, and so I will see you again soon. Thank you very much for your watching, and enjoy your sewing, enjoy your weekend. Bye.